guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tati. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'll be doing a sit down chit chat get ready with me. I'm going to be answering your guys' questions on Instagram and just giving you guys an overall little update on what's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. So if you guys want to sit down and grab a snack and get ready with me, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's get started on this chit chat get ready with me. I'm super excited. I haven't done one of these in so long. The last time I did one of these was like 8 months ago, so obviously a lot to update you guys on. Super excited to sit down and chit chat with you guys for a little bit and just update you guys on, you know, what's going to be going on in these next upcoming weeks. But yeah, let's get into getting ready and answering your guys' questions. You guys asked me a ton of questions again on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram and if you want to, you can go follow me over there. Always ask you guys to ask me some questions on there, and that's usually where I post a lot of my stuff, like my YouTube stuff anyway. So if you guys want to be like updated and stuff before YouTube, then just go follow my Instagram. The first question you guys asked me is actually a PCS question, which is super nice because I actually wanted to touch base on that. It says, how soon will you guys be PCSing and will you vlog the whole process? Also, if I'm looking this way, it's because that's where I have my mirror. And if the lighting is off, it's because today is such a gloomy day. It's such a really rainy, gloomy day here in Washington, but you know, what's new? So we're actually leaving Washington in 2 weeks, which is super crazy. Like, we're leaving and not coming back in 2 weeks. We're gonna be gone. My brother and my dad are actually coming to help us do the drive to California, which is gonna be super helpful with the boys and like our puppy and stuff. It's gonna be super helpful. I'm super excited to see them. And yes, I will be vlogging everything as much as I can. I also don't want to overwhelm myself with like having to pull out the camera, but I'm going to be vlogging as much as I can. Where did I leave my concealer? I swear I just had it. But yes, I will be vlogging pretty much the entire time that we're traveling and like we're in California. I'll be vlogging, so that's gonna be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for those vlogs. This is like way too white. We got it, we can work with it. Can you guys believe it? Can you guys believe that we are literally leaving Washington? I'm honestly so sad because we loved the holidays down here. Like, we didn't go back home for Christmas like these past 2 years because we just loved being down here. I don't know, it just gives us like a different vibe, and I don't know, it's just so much fun. We love decorating, and like I'm honestly gonna miss the snow. It usually snows around February though, but I don't know, I'm gonna miss living here, if I'm being honest. It's just it's time for us to, you know, move on to this next chapter in our lives. I'm like super excited to go to Texas though, because I've heard so many good things about it, and I already have like a couple people that I've met through like social media, so I'm like super excited to meet them and like start making new friends over there. Can't wait. The next question is, are you guys planning on having more babies in the future? The future, if we're talking like 3-4 years from now, I would say maybe. I don't want to say yes because, you know, things happen, plans change, you know, I don't know. I don't want to like put a timeline on it, but obviously if we're in the time of our lives where we're like, you know, we would love to have another baby, then yes, that would be super exciting. I feel like the boys want a sister so bad. I feel like Andre wants a baby more than Zeke. Zeke can probably care less. But I feel like Andre is in love with babies. Every time he sees one, he's like, a baby, aww. And it's the cutest thing ever. Hopefully I can get a clip of him and then I'll post it in this section, but it's the cutest thing ever. He loves babies. He always sees them on TikTok. There's these, I don't know if you guys know, but there's like these twins, and her name's I think her name's Maya, the mom, and I follow them because Andre's like obsessed with those babies. He literally, every single time they show up on my timeline, he literally takes the phone away from me and he's like, a baby, aww. It's so cute. But to answer your question, maybe, I don't know, it's just something that Mark and I will probably have to talk about a little bit more. But at the moment, I think we're so set on just having the boys right now. And you know, I was pregnant actually when we PCS'd here to Washington, and that was so hard on my body. Like, I ended up giving birth to Andre like a week before his due date, like a week and a half before his due date, because I was just like stressing my body out so much. And that's what I told Mark. I was like, this time around, like, I feel like it's gonna be so much different as PCSing, because it's just gonna be, I only have to take care of the boys. Like, I don't have to take care of a baby growing in my belly and a toddler. Like, that was just so hard, especially like packing and unpacking the house, going up and down these stairs. The house that we're in, it has like really steep stairs, so I don't know, I think that's what did it for me. That's what made me go into labor super fast. But yeah, I think it would be a maybe in the future. We'll talk about it, but I'm not so sure yet. Next question is, what are some things you're looking forward to this year? Honestly, spending time with my family. I haven't been around my cousin in so long. I think the last time I saw her was like last year in the summertime. So I'm super excited to go see her and hang out with her. Obviously, I hang out with like my entire family, but yeah, she's the one that I haven't spent the most time with. So I'm super excited to go spend time with her and like just with everybody. Honestly, having the holidays in California, we haven't done that in a while, so that's super exciting. Some things you love about where you live out right now. So I think the one thing that sticks out to me the most is for sure the scenery here. Gorgeous, amazing. Literally, you have scenery everywhere. Like right now I have my window open and it's nothing but trees, and it's so pretty. The summers here are gorgeous, but the wintertime is not my favorite. I feel like I can only tolerate summers and fall here. Fall is beautiful. Oh my god, so beautiful. The leaves change colors here, so pretty, especially in the neighborhood that we live in. It's so nice, and that's the one thing I'm gonna miss the most. Like just looking outside our window and the leaves changing, it's so pretty, and I'm gonna miss it so much. The next question is, what are some of your struggles about being a mom of 2 toddlers? Right now, I feel like they're in a stage where they test me. Like, they test me a lot. And I have to be very patient with them. They test my patience every day. I think that's the most, like, struggle. And then with Andre, I feel like I struggle the most with him because he's, like, in a really iffy stage where he's so picky with what he's eating right now. Like, he literally can go a full day without wanting to eat, or like he'll say no to anything I offer him. So that's the one struggle that I can think of right now. Andre's eating right now is just so bad. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to get a toddler to start eating again, or a picky eater to start eating again, leave me comments down below, because I will take any suggestion at this point. He has just, I don't know, it like happened out of nowhere as well. Like, it was something that just happened out of the blue. Like, he was such a good eater when he was a baby, and even when he was like 1, but I don't know why when he turned 2 it was just like everything was like no, no, no. So that's like my biggest struggle, honestly, is getting them to eat. But other than that, they're really good kids. They just test my patience a lot. Next question is, I live in Washington too, and I can't with the seasonal depression. What can I do? Ooh, girl, I feel you with that seasonal depression. I feel like when we first moved here, we would get told that a lot, like, oh, like, you know, be careful, like make sure you take your vitamins because, you know, it can hit you. And at first I was like, what the heck is that? Like, what does that even mean? Like, seasonal depression, like what? And honestly, like, we got here in October of 2018, and when January came around, I was just, it wasn't that I was depressed, but I was super in a funk all the time because we didn't see the sun for like almost an entire month. Like, and I feel like that's how it is in Washington right now. So my biggest suggestion to you is for sure to take like a multivitamin or vitamin D. That's what I've been taking, and honestly it really does help. It helps with your mood. I can even tell the difference with the boys when I give them their multivitamin when I don't, when we're having like constant rainy days, because their mood obviously like gets affected as well. Like, they get very moody, very irritable, and like when I give them their multivitamin, and they're like fine. So I think that's the one thing that I would suggest, is for sure looking into like a really good multivitamin for yourself and just taking care of yourself. Like, even if you have to go for a drive or go for a walk, anything helps. Like, any little thing helps like that. Next question is, I'm expecting soon. Any fave baby products or must-haves? Oh my god, I haven't had a little baby in so long, so I really don't even know what like new stuff is out. But I want to say, when I was pregnant with the boys, must-haves were for sure the like a baby carrier, like a Moby wrap. Both of them, loved it. That thing saved my life so many times when like they wouldn't want to be put down. Or like a baby swing. I know that the Rock and Play got recalled, but before it got recalled, that thing was a lifesaver, honestly, especially the one that like rocks itself, like the automatic one. But obviously, like, I wouldn't leave them to sleep on there. I would just leave them there if I was like trying to get stuff done around the house. But yeah, that's one thing that I would suggest for sure, like a baby carrier or Moby wrap, or like somewhere you can put the baby where you don't feel like you have to be carrying the baby around all the time, because that can get frustrating as well, especially for a new mom. I remember when I first had Ezekiel, I was constantly like, oh my god, like I don't want him to cry, and I was constantly trying to like carry him so he wasn't crying, and that kind of led to like a problem. Like, he was constantly wanting to be held. And so yeah, like, even if you have them in like a little baby swing next to you, I would suggest that. And for sure, I don't know if they still sell these, but there's like these little binkies that have a little teddy bear. They're called Wubbanubs. I don't know if they still sell them, but I know when Andre was a baby, they had something similar, like the Philips brand, the Philips Avient brand. And it was like a little elephant and a binky, and it was just so convenient because whenever they would be like laying down on their side, the binky would like stay instead of like constantly going in there and like trying to put the binky in their mouth. So I highly suggest those. Both of my boys love them. And yeah, those are like my baby suggestions as of right now. I'm just doing very like simple everyday makeup. I'm not doing anything crazy just because I'm not gonna go anywhere, if I'm being honest. So I'm just gonna do like my everyday type of makeup. Is it hard having mommy nights / date nights? Whew, it is super hard, especially not being close to family. I feel like if Mark and I were in California, where majority of our family's at, I don't think it would be as hard, because obviously we'd have our brothers, our sisters, and like family members to, you know, take care of the babies. But since it's just Mark and I, we're just very particular on like who we let around our kids, especially nowadays. I don't know, I'm just like super paranoid about everything. So we hardly ever get date nights unless one of our family members come into town, then we'll take advantage. But regarding mommy nights or like mommy time, I wouldn't say it's hard, because Mark is very understanding when I need a break. Like, he will literally tell me like, you know, I see that you need a break, like just go and do your thing, go to Target, go get your nails done. So if I feel like overwhelmed, I'll literally just tell him like, you know, I need some time. And don't ever feel guilty about taking time for yourself, because you being happy will result into your kids being happy. If you're miserable, your kids are going to be miserable. And that's something that I've had to learn, because I honestly dealt so much with like the mommy guilt. Like I would always be like, oh my god, like I could have been taking the kids out right now, and instead of like me getting my nails done or something, or coming to Target by myself. Like, but there's times where you really do need that time to yourself to just like listen to music, the music that you like, or just going somewhere where you don't have to be dealing with mommy like all the time. It's crucial. But I feel like it's also really important to make time for each other, and I feel like that's something that Mark and I struggle so much with when we're not home or when we're not around family, is like making time for each other. Like we're constantly just go, especially like these last couple weeks. Like we've just been super busy. Obviously, like we're moving soon, so that's, you know, understandable. Next question is, did you go through postpartum hair loss? Your hair is so long and pretty. Oh, thank you. I definitely did go through postpartum hair loss. It was kind of sad. Like I didn't really think that I was gonna go through it, especially again after having Andre, but I did. I went through postpartum hair loss both times, and it sucked. It really got to me. There was like a point where my hairline was like receding, like it was like receding back, and I was like, what the heck, like what can I do? And honestly, what helped me was just keep taking your prenatals, especially if you're breastfeeding. Keep taking your prenatals, and just making sure that your diet is really good and like well balanced, because it helps with everything, and making sure you're drinking water and stuff like that. So that's something that I would suggest. And obviously, like, just taking care of yourself, especially as a new mom. Guys, this is my favorite palette right now, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and the highlight that comes in here is just so good. I love it. This question is favorite hair products at the moment. I would definitely have to say that my favorite brand of hair products right now is Heritage by Mindy McKnight. You can get it at like, you can get that at like Walmart and stuff. It's so good. It has helped my hair so much, especially for some reason, like now that we're in the winter time here in Washington. Well, we're still not in winter, but I feel like it feels like winter. Like it's so dry. My skin has been super dry and stuff, but my hair has been taking such a toll on me. Like I don't know what's been going on. And she has like an argan oil, and that literally saves my hair. That and like the shampoo, it's so good. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. Really good brand. So so pretty. Question is, what made you start a YouTube channel? Honestly, I just always wanted to start one. I was just a chicken to do it. I just felt like people were gonna talk about me, and like people talk about you regardless. So honestly, I don't know. I just started it because I loved editing, and I love making videos. Like I love putting them together. It's just so cool, and I love editing. I love having those memories of the boys. There's always those times where I'm like bored, and I look back on like videos that we made like 2 years ago, and the boys are so small. So I don't know, I love having that reminder that we can, you know, make those videos and make those memories and have those for when the boys grow older. So that's honestly a reason why I started, but there wasn't like a specific reason of like why I did it. I just ended up doing it, and I honestly love it. It gives me something to do, and I love editing my videos. Like it doesn't even take me that long anymore to edit a video, so I don't know, I really enjoy doing it. Question is, what camera do you use and how do you edit your videos? So the camera that I'm using right now, it's the G7X Mark II, and I really like it. I feel like it's just such a basic staple for starting your YouTube channel, but you can honestly start your YouTube channel on your phone. Like, I wish I would have started my YouTube channel sooner and I would have just done it on my phone until, you know, we were able to afford the camera. But I don't know why I waited so long to do it. But yeah, you can literally start on your phone and it'll be like almost the same, because I feel like iPhones nowadays are so advanced that the camera quality is kind of the same as the Canon G7X, so it really doesn't matter anyway. And I edit my videos on iMovie. I feel like it's just super simple since I have a MacBook to edit my videos on there. So yeah, that's how I edit my videos. I don't do any like crazy software or anything like that. It's just literally iMovie. What's your favorite season? For sure, if we're talking about like holiday seasons, for sure Christmas. I love Christmas. And if we're talking about like weather season, I love the fall because I love the leaves changing colors, especially here in Washington. Like, it made me love fall even more. And yeah, like it's so pretty here. I'm gonna miss it so much, honestly, you guys. The next question is, who is easier as a newborn? I don't know, honestly. I can't really remember how each of them were, but I do remember Ezekiel giving us a little bit of a harder time when it came to him going to sleep. Like, he would be super good during the day, but like to go to sleep, I don't know, for some reason he was just like always really fussy. Like, he always gave us such a hard time. So I would say that maybe Andre was a little bit of an easier newborn, just because he never gave us a hard time with almost anything. Like, he was just such a good baby. It was when he turned 2. When he turned 2, that boy is just, he's a character, man. He loves to test Mark and I, and he tests our buttons for sure. That little boy. That little boy. This question is, what are you most excited about moving to Texas? There's so many things, honestly, that I'm really excited about moving there. One of the things is the food. I don't know, I'm just super excited, and I think I'm mostly excited for the food because there's gonna be an In-N-Out close by, a Raising Cane's nearby, there's gonna be Dutch Bros, so we're really not gonna be missing out on a lot from Washington to Texas. But I'm also super excited to go visit the Waco, the silos. If you're a Chip and Joanna fan, then you know what I'm talking about. But I can't wait to go visit that and just visit the surrounding areas, honestly. Like, I'm super excited to go and travel more and just see what Texas is all about. We always get there's like a friend of ours that's from Texas, and he's always telling us how like great Texas is. So I'm gonna hold him to his word once I get there. I don't know, there's just so many things. I feel like Texas is just so big. I just can't wait to go visit Austin, Waco, obviously, and just eat my life away. So we only have 3 questions left, and I'm pretty much almost done with my makeup. So I'm gonna do my mascara, and then I'll be back to answer those 3 last questions. I'm gonna finish up answering the last couple questions that you guys have asked me. The next question is, do you have a hard time when your husband is away at training? And honestly, I feel like when we first got married, I feel like I had a harder time with it because I was all by myself. And you know, it was all new to me, so I feel like I had a hard time with it, but I've grown to, you know, get used to it, I guess, in a way. But I feel like now I really don't have that much of a hard time with it when he's gone. Obviously, like, I miss him and stuff, but I get through it. The next question is, what are my fave shows on Netflix? And right now I would say the Pinky Blinders, because that's what we're currently watching and we're obsessed with it. But yeah, I feel like I have like the most basic shows that I've always watched, which is Grey's Anatomy, Jane the Virgin, like shows like that is what I've always like gravitated towards. But right now for sure is the Peaky Blinders. And the last question is, what do you use to curl your hair? So I used to use a straightener. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last Get Ready With Me. I don't know if you guys had asked me this as well. But I used to use a straightener, and now I use a curler. I think it's a one, I don't know, I would insert a picture. I honestly don't know the exact measurement of the curling wand, but I mean the curling iron. I don't use a wand, I use a curling iron. It's by Conair. You can get it at Target. It's super inexpensive. I think I got it for like 14 bucks, so it's not expensive at all. But I am due to get a new curling iron because that one is kind of giving out on me. But yeah, it just gives you like these really like soft waves. It doesn't really like, at least for my hair anymore, I think it's because my hair is getting so long that it just doesn't hold a curl as well anymore. But I honestly really like it being very like wavy and not super like curly, how the straightener usually does like super tight curls, and then when I brush it out it doesn't really leave like the little wave effect. It would just curl like my ends, and I didn't really like that anymore. And it was kind of honestly like tugging on my hair, so it would like break my hair on the bottom, and I didn't really like that. So yeah, I made the switch to a curling iron. And with that being said, that's it for today's questions. This is it for the Get Ready With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're new, I hope you stick around and subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys again for 500 subscribers. I can't believe we made it this year to 500, and you know, my channel is just growing and growing, and I can't believe it. It's growing and thriving, and I'm so happy about it. Thinking about doing a small little giveaway in December for reaching 500 subscribers, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.